Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I was really excited to film today for two particular reasons that some may or may not notice. My hair, as you can see, has been fully blown out, which is very rarely happens. I just saw my hairstylist yesterday and she always blows my hairs out. She always blows my hair out every single time. So this is the only time you will ever see my hair looking like this. Then you know I've seen Nicole. Tara's been to Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Anyway, so this will not last. I will go in the shower tomorrow morning and wash it, and it will poof up to its usual crazy, curly, hot mess of a head of hair. And then also I decided to actually, for a little different look, wear my glasses. I usually wear contacts, but today I'm wearing my glasses. But what I want to do today is I want to address, I have two skin concerns that I am addressing right now. The first one being dryness. Growing up, obviously, I was always very oily, very pimply, very crazy, adolescent, early 20s skin that was just out of control. Now, in my 40s, I have the complete opposite issue. I am dealing with a lot of dryness, and also I've had rosacea for a long time now. Now rosacea is something that a lot of people suffer from, and which is the redness that you'll see here in the cheeks and on the chin. Some people have a little bit on the nose. I've been dealing with that for a long time now. I am under a dermatologist care for it. For some reason, I don't know if it is because I am getting a little older, my skin is changing, and maybe my hormones again are going crazy for the opposite reason than 30 years ago. But yeah, my rosacea is just getting out of control, and I'm very, very self-conscious of my rosacea. So I'm always looking for products that are definitely going to help calm my skin, and foundations that are definitely going to cover the redness. I will very rarely leave the house without something on my face because it is a concern, and again, I just don't feel confident when I don't have something covering up that redness. I'm going to go over a few products that I have currently found that seem to be working good for me. And eventually what I want to do is find other products, kind of test out other products and see if there are other things out there that I haven't tried yet that might work really well for me. I'm going to talk strictly about moisturizers first, and then foundations that I found have really helped me. And they kind of run the gamut as far as price and where I get them. The first product, the first cleansing product that I found that really helps is the Aveeno calming line. It's made for sensitive skin. It is made for people with particular skin conditions. And I find that it really it cleans the skin without stripping it, without irritating it, without making it too dry and itchy. So the Aveeno Ultra Calming line is definitely something that I've been purchasing for a long time now that I find that really, really works for me. And recently I did find, through some research, another product is the CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser. This is something, this is a little sample size that I purchased because I don't want to buy the big honkin' thing until I really know that I like it. So I found this a little sample size, and so far I really, really like it. I find that it cleans my skin, and it still leaves a nice light layer of moisture to it. Doesn't over dry my skin, doesn't strip it or anything. I never really knew about this line. I've heard of Cetaphil before, but not CeraVe, so I thought I'd give it a try, and I really like this. I will definitely be purchasing the full price when this little sample size is done. And then today I was actually at Sephora, and I picked up a fresh soy face cleanser. My birthday was a few weeks ago, and this was one of the birthday choices that I had. So I decided to try this. It's made for a very gentle cleanser, made for all types of skin, suitable for sensitive skin. I know the Fresh line, I'm very familiar with it, and it seems to be a pretty reputable line. So this will be my first tryout, so I'll see exactly how it works and if it works for me. As far as moisturizers, my go-to, I used to purchase a lot of Clinique products. I find that for some reason they don't work on my skin as well as they used to. So I always go back to Avon. I love Avon. This is the Moisture Replenish, and I find that it absorbs into my skin very well. It leaves it nice and soft and supple, and what's great about this as well is it does have an SPF in it, so which is something extremely important, especially now that it's becoming spring and then eventually summer. I have to have SPF because that's another issue that I have is when the sun can cause flare-ups, can cause rosacea flare-ups. So I have to protect my skin with an SPF. SPF 15 is not too high. There are other products that I use that are, you know, SPF 30, 40, 45. But if I'm looking for something just kind of a base for my foundation, this Moisture Replenish by Avon is wonderful. This was another sample size in that kit that I bought of the CeraVe. This is the moisturizing cream, which I find, you know, just I dab a little bit on my skin, let it soak in for about 5-10 minutes. And it really does seem to do the job. It doesn't leave me patchy, it doesn't leave me overly greasy, which I hate that feeling. I don't like that greasy feeling. So very pleased with this so far. I will definitely, when I get done with the sample size, I'll definitely be purchasing the full size along with the cleanser as well. And this is another moisturizing product that prepares your skin for makeup, and that is the Hard Candy Sheer Envy Hydrating Primer Mist. And this is something new that I picked up at Walmart. I guess it's new in the Hard Candy line. I thought, you know, for $6-7, what the heck? And you spray it on, you know, you do a couple spritz across the face, and I think it really does help on top of your moisturizer. It really does help. And it does help, I notice, my makeup go on a little bit smoother, a little bit less patchy. So this is definitely something that I'm loving currently at the moment. Through my dermatologist, I do have prescription medication. Right now, I was on Metrogel for my rosacea. I'm not sure if anyone's tried that before and what their success has been with it, but for me, it worked great for a while and then it stopped, which is very common for prescription dermatology products. So right now I'm on Soolantra. I've only been on it for about maybe a week and a half or so, and I'm noticing a slight difference. Nothing that I would call major, but this stuff takes time. You really have to use it. You have to be diligent with it and put it on every single day and use it really often. So this is something I'm still gonna hang in there. Trying Soolantra, we'll see how it helps. Something that I use before I put on my makeup after all the moisturizer and the hydrating primer is I do a little eye cream. Being so pale, you can't see a lot of dark under eye circles. So my favorite eye cream right now is the Benefit It's Potent eye cream, which is made specifically for dark circles. And I use this twice a day, and it really makes a huge difference in really lightening up the under eye area. So this is something that I've been using, I love, I will probably always use, but I'm always looking for something new. One of my favorite foundations that I've been using that is a full to medium coverage foundation that I feel gives me really good coverage to cover the redness in my skin is the Maybelline Dream Matte Mousse. As you can see, I've been using a heck of a lot of it. It's actually almost gone, but I really find that it's moisturizing. It gives me the coverage that I want. It stays put all day long. It's really comfortable, and the best part about it is it's not expensive. I would say my second favorite foundation that I'm using right now, and I mentioned this in my last video, is the Kat Von D Lock-It Foundation. This is definitely a full coverage foundation. A little goes a long way. A little dab on my finger and then dot it around, and then I'll blend it in with my Beauty Blender, which I love this thing. Real Techniques Beauty Blender. Love this guy. You soak them, you squeeze them out, and you stipple it on across your face. It makes a huge difference. And the Lock-It Foundation, again, full coverage, gives me exactly the coverage that I like. The only concern I have about it is because it is a little thicker and heavier. I find that towards the end of the day, it feels a little, it gets a little kind of sticky in a way, and if it starts to feel heavy. So I always make sure to definitely remove this before I go to bed. And I have a bad habit of not removing my makeup before I go to bed a lot of days. That's not good. That doesn't help my rosacea either. But anyway, so this Kat Von D, again, from Sephora, a little bit pricey. I think it's $32, $36. I'll have to look. But this is definitely, if I'm going out and I want to be flawless, if that's even possible, then this is definitely my go-to right here. And a new product that I've tried is the Maybelline Age Rewinder Eraser Foundation. I saw this in another video and someone recommended it, and it's really cool because it's got the little sponge tip, and so you just twist it and then you kind of dab the sponge tip around, and then I take my my beauty blender and I kind of dot it around, and it goes on really, really great. It does not give me as much coverage as the Kat Von D. So I do have to kind of go over if I'm having some really bad patches. Like right now I have a patch right here, and I've got a little spot right here, so I have to kind of, you know, re-dab and then re-pat again. Maybe put 2 or 3 layers before I get the coverage that I want. But overall, good product. Would I buy it again? You know, in a pinch, it's nice to have around. And again, it's Maybelline. It's not that expensive. It's not like the Kat Von D. So, but I would definitely recommend this, absolutely. And it does have an SPF. It's SPF 18, so which is nice. This will come more in handy. I think I'll be using this more and more as as summer comes along, as for extra protection instead of nothing on my face. And then finally, I said everything. My favorite powder is the Smashbox powder. This I've had this forever, and it's a moisturizing powder, which is interesting. The concept is really interesting, and it's got this little, I don't know if you can see that, it's got this little, you twist it, and it kind of, you know, it scrapes the powder, and then you just dab your brush and dab it all over, and it just sets everything. It really, with maybe 2 applications, it really gives me a little bit more coverage. The coverage though was really, really good, and I know it's still moisturizing my skin at the same time. All right, so that's just a few of my current products that I'm using and some of my favorites. Let me know if you've had success with any of these products before, and in my next video I'm definitely going to start looking at new products and reviewing some new products that I haven't tried before to see how they are on my skin. I'm a little nervous about that because usually when I use a product on my skin goes a little kind of haywire-y at first, goes a little crazy at first. So, and I might, like, you know, have a flare-up or maybe break out a little bit more, and then eventually my skin calms down when it gets used to the product. So this should be interesting. I don't know. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you guys next week.